What's up, guys? TheKephas here with a few announcements, some updates. Just kind of messing around on my little monk here in the Dark Moon Fair. Got my buff and all that good stuff. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the macros. Where are my macros? I've had a ton of inquiries about where the spam macros are. I made a bunch of videos, a series of videos about these one-button spam macros that I had worked on, and uh-oh, I think I need to heal first. And so basically, I understand that, you know, those aren't working anymore, right? And no one knows that more than I do, because I'm the one that made them, and I had to readjust how I played a lot of my characters. So that was not fun, and I am sure that it's not fun for a lot of you who are using my macros. And so I wanted to kind of explain what's going on. I kind of explained it a little bit in a couple of my videos, but I'm sure it was kind of hidden in the videos that I was doing. So basically, when 6.0 came out, they kind of changed a few things with macros, and one of the things they changed is how you access your armor slot items. Basically, the macros that I had made, and what a lot of people had made over on WoW Lazy Macros, were using your ability to try and use an armor slot to bypass the limitations when it comes to like using multiple abilities in the button. So basically, what was going on is we were accessing our weapon slots to pass, like the zeros in a macro were accessing your weapon slots. When you couldn't access the weapon slot, it would bypass that zero and go to the next ability that was available, and that's how it was working. But when they removed our ability to access all the slots in your weapons and armors, that kind of changed. Basically now, if your item slot doesn't have a use in it, you can't attempt to use it, and that's why your macros are getting stuck. It's as simple as that. So basically, those macros as of right now are no longer useful, or they're completely useless. They don't work. And Blizzard has said to some people who have inquired about this that it's a bug, and that that'll be resolved. We're not sure if that's the case, because we feel like that was kind of their blanket response to a lot of inquiries at the time. Like, yeah, whatever, it's a bug. You know, we'll get to it. Blah blah blah. And so we're not really sure if they're going to fix it, when or if, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So unfortunately, as of right now, God, this guy hits like a Mack truck. As of right now, those macros are not available, and I'm not sure when they're going to become available. I do apologize. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do, as I am not a Blizzard dev, and I'm also not a mod writer. But I am looking into other options, you know, for myself and for people who want to see more videos. And we just finished this, which is great. So I am looking into that, and I'm not sure what we're going to do, but as of right now, I am using modifier macros, and they work great for me. Basically, I am cycling through modifiers, which works, but you need a program like the Razor Synapse for your Razor Naga, or, you know, the Nostromo, those kinds of things. I have a similar one for my Xbox controller, which I'm using, and it's also a great way to get XP, by the way. Do some of the quests in the Dark Moon Fair. But I'm not going to do the other guy, though, because he's completely hard right now, and I haven't figured him out. But anyways, so yeah, that's kind of the deal. I'm using a program that will allow me to cycle through modifiers, which is not violating the terms of service at all. The terms of service will say that I can't have a macro allow me to hit 1 and 2 at the same time, which accesses 2 different buttons or 2 different abilities, but I can certainly have a macro cycle 2 different abilities. So that's what the system that I am doing, that's what that is all about. So for the rest of y'all, and the reason why I'm not making videos for that is because there are not a lot of people don't use those programs, and a lot of people don't have access to them. Some people have recommended that I try auto hotkey, and I'm not sure about that one, though. I don't know how that is in terms of with Blizzard's terms of service. Also, I don't like using outside programs if I don't have to, especially when I'm encouraging other people to do it, because, like I said, it could violate terms of service, and it's also, people have to go access another program. and we don't want that. I mean, that's a little bit complicated. So I'm not sure about that. Also, there is a mod called Gnome Sequencer, which seems kind of interesting. It definitely could do what those macros that I had made do. As a matter of fact, it might do them even better. Basically what it does is it creates a macro that cycles through macros that use your abilities, which if you do it that way, you can bypass abilities and you can certainly cycle through your macros. But again, I don't know if that violates the terms of service, because in order to do that you have to put these macros in through an LUA, not an LUA, or I guess a Lua, or whatever, through a code document in the mod folder each time. So you have to make this Lua, and you have to put the code in, which is also hard to explain to people because not everybody's good at codes. They can just copy and paste, which I guess I could do that too. But that's basically what I'm looking at right now. I might test that out. If that works out well, and if I don't think it violates the terms of service, which I don't think it does because it's a macro and it's out there, or not a macro, it's a mod that's available, and so if it's available, then I assume that it doesn't violate the terms of service. And if it does violate the terms of service, it's not on us, it's on them to remove the mod. So that's a good thing. But again, like I said, it sounds a little complicated. It's definitely not as easy as making a macro with Macro Toolkit. So give me some time. I'm kind of going to wait until level 100 now, because rotations are going to change very quickly, and also we're going to get new abilities and all that kind of stuff, and I don't want to do it now and then do it then, and plus the expansion is out in a week and I want to be playing. So I know that a lot of you like, oh, I can't play without these. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. These were not there for you before me and you were playing, so you can certainly play without them. You can play without them. I play without them, and I really like them. So I understand that you like them, and I understand that you want them back. But in the meantime, you know, just learn your class. Really, I think it's good to be able to play without having a one-button spam. If you're playing the game and you want to play it a lot, I understand that some people maybe not care so much about their performance, but if you do plan on raiding and you do plan on sticking around for a while, then it's good to learn your rotation anyways. It's good to have it down and knowing how to do it. Perhaps I can do some class guides. I've thought about that. If you guys, again, if you think you'd like to see some class guides, if you're a little confused from, you know, like Icy Veins, or, you know, what else, you know, whatever, Noxic, which Noxic, I don't know, some people don't like Noxic's guides. I think they're okay. I don't know. The thing about guides and following rotations is people are always like, oh, that's not, Icy Veins didn't get everything, whatever, you know, so there's always that. But I think a very simple guide on some of these rotations. Some of them are a little confusing. Most of them are pretty straightforward, and most of them require, on a regular, maybe no more than 5 buttons, which that sounds like a lot, but most of those buttons are like ones you only hit at a certain time or whatever. So it's not like it used to be. It's not like you have 1,000 buttons that you have to worry about. They've definitely been condensed quite a bit. The rotations have all been simplified quite a bit, so it's not too bad. I've messed around with every class, and I've figured out by myself how to play every class. Maybe not perfectly. I'm not like saying I'm a pro or whatever, but I can do stuff. I can do dungeons, and I can certainly do LFR with every class. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. So that's kind of where we're at right now, guys, and I appreciate that you guys really liked my macros and that you inquire. There were so many inquiries that I couldn't just answer them all, because holy cow, it was a bit nuts. You know, I need to go get my buff. I've got the buff going on for over 4 hours now on my monk. But that's kind of the state of things right now, and like I said, I am working on it. By no means am I not. I'm certainly trying to figure it out. And I've been leveling up so many alts this past since the patch, so I understand. Like I said, I'm trying to figure them all out. I'm trying to figure out what it's like, and I'm trying to get things ironed out to see what I can do. Gnome Sequencer looks like an interesting prospect. I haven't found anything else that seems truly viable or whatever. So I've got a good system working for me, but that's not what I want to accomplish. I want to accomplish something that maybe can work for everybody, so that I can make new videos, because those videos were a lot of fun to make. And certainly, I'm trying to buy Blizzard a little time to see if they're going to fix the item access thing. So if that's the case, then I can go back to using those. But like I said, it's just a matter of time. In the meantime, I want to try to get out a new leveling guide, or not a leveling guide, a leveling video, but I am actually working on a leveling guide, by the way, with this experience thing, with dungeons. My friend and I leveled each other up through Outlands and Northrend very quickly, which was awesome, and it's just through dungeons. It's crazy. However, I do notice like there are some inconsistencies. You just touch death and it passes all that stuff. There are some inconsistencies going on with some of these experience bonuses and stuff, and certainly now, unlike before, they've definitely hot fixed it so that when you out level an area, like if you go to Pandaria, Cataclysm gives you nothing now. So that whole cool thing that we thought they did, they didn't do. So that's gone. But I am working to see which dungeons are good, when, and all that kind of stuff. You can access dungeons a lot sooner than it tells you when in your tracker, or when you level up. Like, oh, you can now do Dead Mines at 15. Well, you actually can go to Dead Mines at 10. It's just that the quests open up for you at level 15. So that's the deal there. But so yeah, you can level up through dungeons. Certainly, that's a lot more viable now. If you have a friend who wants to take the time to do that with you, which, you know, if you get a buddy that like, hey, I'll do it for you if you do it for me, then you can do it pretty quickly. It definitely seems to be the fastest way, unless they nerf it again, which they, you know, knowing Blizzard, sometimes it seems like they don't like us to have fun. I'm just kidding, but kind of. But so that's the state of things, guys. That's what I'm working on. Thanks for following me. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching my videos and giving me good feedback. I'm sorry that your macros aren't working. It's not my fault. You know, they were fun, and there will be more as soon as I figure that out. There's always a way. So I am working on that. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any requests for videos that you'd like me to make, I will listen and I will do that. So let me know. Leave a comment, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is TheKephas. Until next time.